We're live. That's what it says up there. Alright, we're getting back into it. So I was ready for this thing to just blow my ears out. Yeah, this one has the most time. Yes, please. Oh, baby, let me reply to this one thing. We will get started. Okay. Keep my Facebook open. I posted some Mario Maker levels, so I'm wanting to see if there's anything wrong with the IDs I posted, so I'm gonna leave it up. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. It's up to you. Of course I will. Sorry, not a chance. Of course I will. Flashback. Oh, I'm probably about to show you some genius. Oh, thanks. I'm happy. Now I'm sad again. Hooray! So wait, I might have said this last time. Are their names Maya and Maya? You think her sister's name is Mia? At least that's how they say it in Resident Evil 7. I don't know what we're examining, but okay. Security camera. Smile for the camera. What the security guard? Moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Whoops. Well, I should probably see everything I've got. But the lights, nothing. The day of the crime. Tell me about the day of the murder. Onto a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. The Thinker. Evidence in a case. Excuse me. Detective Gumshoe. They can just write and send notes to back and forth while they're in one of those rooms. Maya's memo conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. Wait, why is this not checked? I know it must be hard. That's what she said. Right around 9 a.m. or p.m. It looks like it's nighttime. I can't tell. Family. Of course they were. Damn you, video game. The address of a famous lawyer. I should call him if I was ever in trouble. Sure. I mean, you know, I'm right here. That screen shaking is a little obnoxious. The trial's tomorrow at 10. Grossberg Law Office. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. The big boss is out. Let's see when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Let's snoop around. It's just for looks. What's this plant about? Probably the most expensive one available. Anything else? Is this wall suspicious? Move. Back to the detention center. What about here? You're that butts guy. Suede shoes, gum tree. Dick gumshoe. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey Dick, get over here. Cordyline stricta. And so am I. The autopsy. Single blunt force trauma. Death was instant. Edgeworth, are you friggin' kidding? What a name. He's the big famous guy. Of course not. What? Man, this plot's anime as fuck, yo. Prosecutor at the age of 20. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Alright, later, nerd. Tell him not so straight. Just give it to him as it is. I swear I've seen a mouse on the floor. Guess it is a little hard to see over there. Considering the brightness of the TV. sweetest and spiciest secrets. The Chief and Maya. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Wait, wasn't there a way to go back? There's not really? Fuck off. April, May. Actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me. What is it this time? It's a clock. The finger tells you the time. Probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. She's gonna remember us and she's gonna freak out. Good lord. What is this cat-like character? So let's examine. Excuse me. Shouldn't there be still life? A bed. Window. Man, I'm sorry about that. All of a sudden just can't breathe through my nose. Ah, excuse me. vocabulary. A bad thing. Auto skip. Oh, hold the start. Okay, I've been hitting X this entire time. Oh, whoa. Single box. Jesus. She's a bitch. Oh boy. Excuse me. I'm just gonna see if I can present her with everything. You can have my badge. I guess let's get out of here. You thought. You damn thought. White. Son of a bitch. white. Like a 1,000-year door mystery theme, which is one of my favorite themes in that whole game. Creep. Fine. Worth their salt. You're acting weird, man. Oh, man. Fucking feet hurt. A mission, you say? I wasn't interested. I guess that's everything there. Oh man, 15 minutes left, almost. I'll defend her. Nanny? Well, I can't abandon you, someone else is the culprit. I can't abandon you, girl. Look at that nerd. Sniffle, sniffle. Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. GodofShu. We're going back over there, baby. It's a bellboy. Ooh, Mr. White. Let's see what's in there. Screwdriver. Tango? Oh, I guess that's how you spell tangoing. Like to tango. In court. To be continued. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need a save point. Whoops. So I got a notification, I just wanted to see. Cool. Alright, it's go time. Maya Fey. Oh, hey, he's the guy on the case cover art for the digital download. So at the scene of the crime, the prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. Let's begin. We may call our first witness. Chief Officer of the Scene, Detective GodofShu. Your name and profession to the court. Dick GodofShu. Detective Hart in charge of homicides down at Precinct. Please describe for us the details of this murder. Floor map of the office. Found by the window. Cause of death. Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object. Murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands. Still calling it a statue. Sweet. I got more evidence. We just need a giant JoJo menacing. Right as it shows his face like that. Detective. Yes, sir. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene. Can you tell me why? I had hard evidence she did it. Please testify to the court about hard evidence. Witness testimony. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. Maya Fey and Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. A witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. Whoosh. Smack. When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. Oh boy. There we go. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant and the lawyer, Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested her. Why? We had a witness describing her. The witness saw Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. 2 people already there. Okay. Saw her at the very moment. Hold it! If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's hard claim it was hard evidence? Nani? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal. I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have advantages. Got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. Something I should have told you about first. Testimony again. Oh my God. The hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on the piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of information the first time? Try to be more careful. Cross-examination, the hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found the memo written in a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was clearly written in blood. Lab test results showed that it was the blood of the victim. There's also blood found on the victim's finger. I thought it would show me where her body was. I kind of remember where it is. Written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. I'm gonna press that. She was right. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Oh, god damn it. Ugh. I'm gonna try this, I guess. Actually writes the killer's name in books and movies. This isn't a movie, and it sure isn't a book. Let's talk about reality, shall we? Well, odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister. Witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. Facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Oh my god. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Word Maya. That the blood was the victim's. This is hard. I'm assuming that bar on the top right fills that this isn't like early parts of the game. That's still trying to like teach me. Mia, who wrote that? Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking just do it on everything. Man, I've nailed like everything. So am I supposed to present something here? Say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. She was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. It's really what you're saying. Have it backwards. Victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department. Oh yeah, immediate death. Shit, I suck at this. I knew I was gonna do bad. She died immediately. No butting your way out of this one. Order in the court, bitch. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Did you obtain that autopsy report? Day after the murder. Outdated. Was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. Imagine if the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. Damn you, Edgeworth. I'm a sham. Handing him the wrong report like that. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. It says may, though. Evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. April, May. God, I hate that name. What part of her is innocent? Why would you ever go to court dressed like that? This must just be her theme. Either that or it's like a goofy theme. Not require any reaction from the crowd. Witness will refrain from wanton winking. From wanton winking. From every man in this courtroom. Where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? In my hotel room, teehee. Checked in right after lunch. Directly across from the Faye & Co. lofts. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony. Witness's account. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. With long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. Wink. Just now was quite firm, didn't you? Miss Mia Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. How her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. No, I'm gonna do it, I guess. Gladly proceed. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Cross-examination. Alright, here we go. It was 9 at night. Looked out the window. And I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. I don't know what the glass shards have to do with anything. Let's see. Let's check this real quick. Ah, man, I don't know. Good Lord. Dodged to one side. Caught up to her and she hit her. I looked out the window. woman with long hair being attacked. And hold on. This is from a glass light stand. So the glass might come in handy here. Try this. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Really? Go for it. Nah, though, for real. So, can I not, like, present this at all, ever? God. What about poor me? Oh my god. I'm really struggling. I couldn't be a lawyer, apparently. If I can shove this in her face, see what happens. Oh my fucking god. Apparently there's no harm in doing this, so I guess I could press this. Question the testimony. You're lying. Notice her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Mentions neither of these things. Ozzy had to readjust himself to sleep. The testimony is bogus. That way the night of the murder. She was. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? You mean lawyer. Ugh. Remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. Are you serious? I gotta go through this shit again? I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that statuette clock, the thinker, was it? I think. Accuracy of my report not startle you. That's a very video game thing to say. Detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination, son of a bitch. Ugh, God. It didn't even give me back anything. The woman dodged the first attack and then ran off to the right. The girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. Saw it. Clock. The thinker, I think. Excuse me. This was the testimony in her own words. Spiky hair. I'm just gonna press everything then. Right as in your right, or as you look from the hotel. Hippie clothes. That's what she was wearing. Her hair was all done up like a bun. What happened then? She hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. Where did this weapon come from? Picked it up from the desk. What sort of weapon was it? The thinker. In another testimony recently, you can't win them all. I'm on to something now. the thinker was a clock. No way of knowing that just by looking at it. Much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. He was found guilty of murder. Questions are all I have. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. The trial would be over. How did you know it was a clock? I heard it say the time. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? Heard it from my hotel room. It was very close to the hotel. Easily heard the clock. Are you satisfied? Of course not. I have questions now. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. It's empty. Just take a look right now. See anything interesting? It is as the defense says, this clock is missing its clockwork. Quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. He couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? It can't ring. I must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. And how could you have heard a clock through two windows? That is a possibility. Indeed, after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, you prove when the clockwork was removed. I have proof. Nani? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is the cell phone. Bitch, take that. That's a very cute cell phone. A girly phone. It contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Detective GodofShu overlooked it. Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Beep. Want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh. It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Would you care to explain this to the court? How did you know that weapon was a clock? I saw that clock before. I go to so many stoves. Have any objections? All the time. Claims she had seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Let's see it! Please produce the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Simple. It was never in any store, ever. A good friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Stores? Nah. High time you went shopping for a better excuse. Excuse is not on sale today. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. The witness will remain calm. Lose it. How did you know the weapon was a clock? That face. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? To explain how I see the truth of the matter. You knew the weapon was a clock because you held it. When was this? To strike the victim. When else? Struck. The force of the impact made the thinker ring. That's when you heard it. Ozzy, are you okay? You're making weird noises, buddy. That you were in the hotel at the time of the murder. At 9 at night, I ordered room service from the hotel bellboy. Corroborates the witness's story. She was not at the crime scene. Rock solid. The perfectly innocent woman. How does she know the thinker was a clock? Could have known it was a clock. Wiretap. Miss May's room. Tapping the victim Mia Faye's phone. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. That our witness was in possession of a wiretap. Defense truly claimed that the witness was tapping her phone. Absolutely. Case which it's not. You still have to prove one thing. That the weapon was a clock on the phone. Can you prove that? I think not. I think I can't. Man, this is so over the top. It's the cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more. What's up? You haven't been called in a while. There's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. Made it look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. A wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Is ridiculous. Does she seem amused to you? Defense demands an answer. Did you tap her phone? Court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. I'm gonna save it right here because I don't trust myself to answer this one correctly. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Activity tapping irrelevant. Which one of the answers? Tapping the victim's phone. Hardly call that irrelevant. Have an explanation. Ask the bellboy. Call the bellboy as a witness. Call him. Get to the bottom of it. To calling the bellboy. I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. Due to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? Alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. You will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. Accept the verdict of guilty. That is my condition. Accept. We're not giving up. We've come too far. Right into my trap. Is that even a thing you can do in court? On one condition, the other person's guilty regardless. Witness to testify. Does look like a bellboy. He even brought the dumb thing in. Why would you bring that into a courtroom, for God's sake? I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I received a call after 8 in the evening. After 8 in the evening. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I hope this is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder, Maya will be finished. Man, this is taking longer than I thought. Alright, I'm gonna save it here now. I'll just keep rotating. Generations, I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. Brought it to her at precisely the requested time. And delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Orris tea. Excuse me. Anything required of me, sir. Check in guests, check out guests, clean rooms, make beds, even deliver room service. Check Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? For asking frivolous questions. Sure, it was Miss May on the phone. How can you be so certain? Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And I saw... my God. I remembered her quite well. Iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. That detail several times. Watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished. To her at precisely the requested time, of course. Excuse me. Sorry. Knocked on her door at the crack of 9. Particular about the time. Delivered to her myself. Was Miss April May herself. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. You're so very certain. With an embracer. Is that French for embrace? French for kiss. Not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. How would she have done that? Prim demeanor. Shall never ever forget, sir. Pretty fishy. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. This has to be scripted to happen. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. With any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Protest. Have something to add? Justice has gone on long enough. One more question. Oh boy. I am saving it here. Number 6, okay. Bed making. Check in. Room service. Yeah, nothing here is gonna help me at all. With her lover there. Tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? Objectionable. What? That was objectionable. That's a dumb thing to say. Not mention this in your testimony. You didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... Oof. That's the thing that Mason likes to say. Oof. I've done it. I've won. Checking into a twin room with a man. Correct. When you bought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. We have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Damn edgelord. Who's this other person? It was the man with Miss May. As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. But Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. It is not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Wouldn't you? You who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstart amateur. Are ludicrous. The defense's argument. The prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? That is all for the trial today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. I did it. Defendant lobby number 1. Asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. And now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part of this that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Man, that was hard. It's only gonna get worse from here. I kind of learned, though, a little bit that when he says he needs to press, you can press, and apparently pressing doesn't take away any of that bar in the upper right corner. Capcom loves their meters. How many more do I have? I have 10 slots. Holy crap. How about this? Let's do this. We'll go back. And we're gonna stop it right there. You bitch. Yeah, we're gonna stop it right here. Alright, let's just sit right here. Oh, you know what? Nah. It'll be fine. Excuse me. Well, I guess that will conclude this for today. This has been not great. I promise I'll try to finish this. Shut up, you damn headphones. I'm telling you, it's dying. If I see that this gets too hard, I might drop it. But as of right now, I'll keep playing it. I'm hoping that the capture card will get here and we can start doing some Mario Maker episodes and do some other things that I had in mind too. a couple other Nintendo games being most of them. Probably going to cover a lot of Zelda, because Zelda's one of my favorite series of all time, especially Breath of the Wild. I'm probably not going to LP that, because that is just... I've already played 400 hours of it. I could totally keep going, but on a third account, maybe not. We'll have to see. But hopefully next weekend we can start doing some streaming on Twitch. And I'll put the VODs on here, and we'll just take it and go from there, and hopefully it's smooth sailing. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next weekend for sure. And I'll probably be busy most of the next weekend trying to figure that out, so we'll see. Then we'll actually be able to do some blind runs of video games, too. So yeah, that's sounds like a great thing that we could do. But until then, I'm going to go. And I'm going to go to bed. Shut up, you damn headphones. And I'm going to go to work. And I'm going to come back Friday, and I'll maybe do some test streams on my Twitch channel on Friday. It's the same username, so if you want to go see it, check it out, go do that. You go do that immediately. I'm kidding, you don't have to, I don't care. If you're even if one person's watching, I don't care. That's enough for me to be happy. So, thank you guys for watching. For the few people that came in and just kind of left abruptly, thank you. And to all future viewers, sorry. Thank you for also tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next part. See ya. I don't know if you can hear that theme, but I love that theme. Fist of the North Star is what that is. Like I said, I don't know if you can hear it because I don't actually watch my own videos, but who does that? But yeah, see ya.